think so. Yeah. What just happened?
Okay. So Gledhill, you'll have to.
How am I going to show you the screen? I got to hold it up.
Yeah, if you want it to be easier, I can hold it. Because I can hold it. I can join the share plane. I can do it if you want me to hold the screen.
No, it's okay. I got it.
Okay. All right, just mute me on FaceTime. Yes, sir.
Good luck, Eric.
Appreciate it, Tony.
Alrighty.
Y'all can start whenever. Is it loading in right now, Gledhill?
Yeah, it's at 99%.
Okay.
Alrighty, and welcome to the Sweet 16 matchup here between the Gonzaga Bulldogs and the Florida State Seminoles here in Miami. Winner of this game will play the winner of, looks like it'll be, actually this is the Elite Eight, I'm so sorry. The winner of this game is going to play either Ohio State or Colorado in the Final Four. And starting things off here, that is Philip Petrusev down low for the Zags.
I don't know about you, Gledhill, but this is the most exciting matchup of this Elite Eight tournament that we have so far. You know, Matt Petrusev and Gray. This is going to be an outstanding matchup. Both big men going at it, just pounding the glass, and it's going to be a really exciting matchup. I'm super excited, and I just can't wait for this one. I'm interested to see how Gonzaga's defense plays against this red-hot Florida State offense who just cruised to a 143-54 victory last matchup.
No doubt. And these two schools actually played each other in 2018 and 2019 in the NCAA tournament. In 2018, it was the 9-seeded Florida State who knocked off the number 1 seed, or actually number 4 seed Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. And then last year, the two teams played once again in the Sweet 16, but it was the Zags knocking off 4-seeded Florida State. Of course, Gonzaga made it all the way to the Final Four.
Gonzaga is the hottest team in basketball right now.
Arguably
up there.
Gonzaga actually lost to Texas Tech in the Elite Eight last year. The Red Raiders made it all the way to the final game last year. But both these teams have been up there in the tournament in recent years. They've both, made it to the Sweet 16, Elite Eight in recent years. Gonzaga actually made it to the final game in 2017 before they lost to North Carolina. So both these teams, establish, trying to prove something big here today. But Gonzaga
Nice
got
little
4 too
hesitation
early.
moves right there. As Florida State gets denied, Petrusev is there to get the board, and he kicks it out back again. Gets a second opportunity. No good for the three-pointer as we get a little break right here. Looks like we're making some adjustments.
And that was Gilder there for the Zags.
Gilder also played very well last matchup to make it to this round. And like I mentioned before, Gonzaga's just been red hot. Winners of 10 straight. Seton Hall and Utah State coming up. And the winner of that game will play the winner of this game in this West Conference as Petrusev doing a little post moves right here. Some nice defense there by Florida State. Pushing the tempo up. Nice little bob movement and slams it in. Oh. Is that a foul, Glenhill?
It looks like it. I'm not quite sure on that one. Looks like he got a little bit bumped down low. But Gray is going to go to the line here for the Seminoles. But the rim don't lie there. He goes ahead and misses the free throw. Rim's out there. And here's Gonzaga bringing up the court. That's Gilder. Killian Tilly makes a pass down to Gilder. They're working it around well here, low in the paint. Petrusev.
Doing again, making Florida State. Good defense by Florida State here. Very impressive to start the game.
No doubt, no doubt. And you were right, yeah, the winner of this game will play the winner of Utah State and Seton Hall. Seton Hall going undefeated in the regular season. It's going to be tough to knock them off.
And nice little finish there by Florida State as they draw the foul. It's a win-win situation for me, Gledhill. You know, like I said, this is the most exciting matchup of the Elite Eight. And, you know, if we see Florida State and Seton Hall, we get to see the rematch of them early on in the season. Florida State had a 16-point lead in that game, and it looked like that was going to be Seton Hall's first loss of the season. But Seton Hall rallied back late, and they hit a three-pointer to go up by one late, and they won the game. They ended up hanging on and beating beating Florida State. So, you know, if that happens, we get to see the rematch of that. And obviously, Florida State is much better than that, much better team since that matchup. And then if you get Gonzaga, you get the hottest team versus the hottest team. So it's a win-win situation.
No doubt, no doubt. I'm going to be excited to see Dayton later on tonight. See some Obi Toppin action later on. That one's going to be really, really exciting. The Flyers there made it to the Elite Eight for the first time since 2014. A big win against Oregon last night. And obviously Obi Toppin went off as he has done all season, averaging just under 40 points a game.
Man, that was a fun one to watch, wasn't it, Gledhill? You just had two teams that were just going at it. Peyton Pritchard and Obi Toppin just dueling it out, and nobody could stop each other. And it came down to really whoever had the ball last. And Dayton ended up pulling out the win in overtime, beating a red hot Oregon offense, and now they don't even get a break. They're going right back at it tonight for the Elite Eight matchup.
As you see right there, that was a corner three by Vassell there for Florida State, and the Seminoles back up 6. So it looks like the Seminoles have kind of had just a slight 5-6 point lead almost this entire game so far. Gonzaga trying to keep it close, and that is a huge alley-oop and slam down by Filip Petrusev, who has averaged just over 20 points per game this season.
Well, you knew that was going to come sooner or later, Gledhill. You can't keep Petrusev off too long as he gets up there, slams it in, and really just showcases why this Gonzaga team is so dangerous.
Petrusev originally from Serbia, but he did go to Monteverdi Academy in high school. Big recruit that the Zags were able to get. And he's making plays here early, trying to go down low, but Gray is going to be called for the foul as he tries to poke the ball away there. And Gonzaga's already in the bonus here with Petrusev at the line. Relatively
low-scoring first quarter, as, like you said before, Florida State's been having a pretty comfortable lead, but more stuff with Petrusev like that will keep them in it, as nobody seems to have the momentum yet. Still trying to fill each other out. Still anyone's game right now. It's Florida State. Nice pass and puts it in for the layup.
So we're just down to about 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. Not too much scoring, definitely not as much as we saw in the early stages of last night's game. against the Flyers and the Ducks. There's a steal right there by Gonzaga. They can cut it to a one-possession game here with a bucket. There's Killian Tilly. The buzzer's about to ring. Can he put it up? He cannot. And the Seminoles will go back into the huddle at the end of the first quarter with a 5-point lead.
That was a little miscommunication there by Gonzaga, it seemed like. I would imagine that they would have shot it to try to make this a 3-point game or 4-point game, but something happened there.
Looked like Tilly was in pretty good position there too. So it's Trent Forrest there for the Seminoles, getting it down to his teammate Gray. Raekwon Gray is going to throw it down.
There's that matchup to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Gray and Petrusev. Keep an eye on it for this whole game.
And there's a three-pointer. It is Gilder. It's going to rim out. Seminoles can make it a 9 or 10-point game here. Be the first to 20 points, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to get it down to Gray, who slams it home.
That was another big miss by Gonzaga, Gledhill. You had, Gillard missing his third three-pointer of the game. Not ideal start for the Gonzaga Bulldogs.
No doubt, but Petrusev's still going to be making plays as he flies high here. He's already got 11 tonight. Well on his way to his reaching his average in points there. Trent Forrest takes it down for Florida State. He's going to miss it.
No good
Rebounded
there.
by Zags.
Nice pass. Killian Tilly, is that Petrusev?
That is Petrusev getting it over to Tilly.
Getting over, yep. They're all right there, sitting in there, trying to move the ball around as Gillard blanks it. Oh, tough shot there, but he puts it in. Nice shot there.
Looks like he kind of just tapped it in from the elbow. Or the post.
Yeah, it was a tough little lob there, but as Gray, really just a remarkable season and remarkable playoff run so far in 2 games. Just massive numbers as Petrusev.
I would say both teams have a lot of pressure going into this game. Obviously, there's pressure when you're in the Elite Eight, one of the 8 teams left, trying to win a national championship. But Gonzaga's been there. They were in the Elite Eight last year. They were in the Sweet 16. They made it to the Sweet 16 seemingly in every year in the last 5-6 years, but they've never brought home the national title. Only made it to one national title game in recent memory. So they're trying to get back to the Final Four. They just missed out in the last year, obviously losing to Texas Tech. And, of course, the year before that, they did lose to the Seminoles. These two teams obviously trading those wins in the tournament the last couple of years, and they're going at it once again here.
Petrusev bodies him right there.
Another solid play by Petrusev. Looks like the big men have really played well so far today for both these teams. Raekwon Gray and Filip Petrusev, Serbian.
Yes, sir, Gledhill. And like I said, we must keep an eye on that matchup as we get another turnover right here. Looks like they're just trading turnovers right here. And a nice little three-pointer off the corner there. But Florida State still attacking. Gets right back on offense and puts it in. As both these teams are shooting exceptionally well for how much of a lower-scoring game it seems like it has been in that first quarter. As Filip Petrusev.
But it has been a very physical game. Some sloppy plays, some turnovers, some dunks so far. We've even seen some good shooting. This is really what we've expected. A really hard played game so far, as we're about a minute and a half away from the end of the first half.
Still anyone's game. Try to kick it out to the corner there, wide open. He is in, drains it. Yes. Florida State with another 3-point shot off the corner.
That might just be their largest lead of the game so far. It is at 8 at this point. As here's Gilder for Gonzaga. He kicks it to Ryan Woolridge, who pulls up from deep.
Tough shot, and he makes it. Great
Ryan
there by
Woolridge there, number 4 for the Zags. He actually transferred to Gonzaga from the University of North Texas. So he has never made an NCAA tournament appearance yet. Here he is in his first tournament, trying to help the Zags to a national title.
It's got to be a big moment for him and this team, especially, after starting off 0-5 and just rallying back and winners of 10 straight. definitely in a better program right now and possibly on his way to a Final Four if they could pull this off as Petrusev.
Just like that, we're down to 3. Like I said, it looks like Florida State's pretty much been leading this entire game, but Gonzaga has kept it close.
Florida State again. Oh, my goodness, with 3 bodies there, and he still takes it to the rim and slams it.
And it reminds me a little bit of what we saw last night with Dayton and Dayton and Oregon. It looks like Dayton was kind of in the lead there for a while, but I'm telling you, Oregon kept it close, and it was a really exciting finish. As a 3-pointer there makes it a 2-point game.
Nice 3-pointer there. Gonzaga getting its offensive rhythm going, and looks like they're back on defense as well as, oh, nice little crossover here by Gillard. He puts it, no good. It was a nice move there. He had the read, but couldn't put it in as another tough shot as we end the first half. Florida State sees his lead down to 2 after an 8-point lead earlier in this quarter, and we will be right back after this word from your local station.
As you see here in the halftime report, your top performers are Petrusev and Gray, both big men here for these two squads. Petrusev with 21 points, already right there at his season average through one half. And Gray there for Florida State with 11. He's been making big plays as well. As here is Trent Forrest bringing it up for Florida State to start the second half.
Nice little pass there to Gray. Good defense. Zaga has a chance right here to tie this game up or maybe take the lead. Nice little move there to make him jump and slams it in.
Gilder had a couple different options there. He could have taken it in himself, maybe done a little finger roll action, but he went and threw it up to his big man, Philip Petrusev.
Philip Petrusev, he's letting him know that that's his guy there. You know, that's unselfish basketball right there, Gledhill.
No doubt about it. But Gilder's going to take it himself, and he's going to rim that one out. Gonzaga, that would have tied the game for Gonzaga. It would have been the first time, really maybe all game, that Gonzaga has tied the game since of course, it was 0-0.
Nice little pass there. More shots like that is what Gonzaga needs in such a close game. I don't think these teams will separate too much from each other. They just know they're just so tough. So, but we'll see what happens as tough shot right there. Can't get it to go. Nice defense by Gonzaga and Gray with the foul there. Slow it down a little bit.
Let me go ahead and check the tournament schedule real quick. As Florida State is the 2 seed in this region, they got a big win over San Diego State there in the last round. Gonzaga actually pulled off an upset against Marquette. The Zags, they always make it pretty far come tournament time. They're always right up there again, Sweet 16, Elite 8. They're always in the region. They lead by 4 back 3 Gonzaga.
Gonzaga's getting some good open looks here.
And that's a bit of a run there by the Zags, as Florida State does hit that shot, but I think it's been a 16-6 run by the Zags. It was 31-23. Gonzaga was down 8 not too long ago.
Yep, Gonzaga's rallied back really good here with the help of Petrusev and Gilder. As we see more action, Florida State's able to respond there with a jump shot off the corner and another. Is that a 3? Yes, sir, it is, as Gonzaga has their biggest lead of the game.
And that is Killian Tilly. He has been a stalwart for these Zags for a long time, and it's a big wide open shot. He's going to make that. Come tournament time, he's going to knock down those shots.
They know what's at stake here, both teams. Moving it around a little bit as Gray pump fakes here, trying to put it in on the post. Mismatch slams it in. Yes, sir. We got a game.
Gilder and Forrest. One-on-one
action.
action.
An open look right here. As Tilly passes it to Petrusev. Tough little hook shot there, but he puts it in.
So Filip Petrusev now with 25 points on the game, and he has the Zags up 5 here with just 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Nice little steal there off the dribble. He didn't even see him there. And looks like they pick up a foul as well off of frustration. Gonzaga.
How about this last 6 minutes for Gonzaga?
Oh my goodness, Gilder! And no good this time. He's missed a lot of threes, but he's also made a lot of clutch ones as well in this game. In such a close game, you never know what's happening. Nice pass to Gay, he slams it in! Oh my goodness. Florida State ain't backing down from no challenge. This is a game, ladies and gentlemen, as Petrusev doing what he does best in the post. Nice defense there by Florida State. Tough shot. Rebound. Wide open. Oh, not quite. Pump fakes. Puts it in. 1 point lead for Gonzaga now as Florida State starting to make this even more of a game. As a deep three right here. Finds it. No good. Almost gets the rebound. Petrusev. Florida State has a chance again right here to take the lead. Tough three-point in the shot. It's good. Wide open. FSU takes the lead.
We are going back and forth now. Woolridge looks like he rushed that three there for Gonzaga on the last possession, and the Seminoles get a quick one on the other end. Here comes Petrusev. Williams defending him.
Draws the foul. Man, that wasn't a good foul there by Florida State. If he would have just stayed on him, it possibly could have mimicked the shot. I know he was getting back down a little bit, but in that situation, you just can't foul. As Gonzaga has a chance here, and they will take the lead again. Up by 1 as Florida State brings the ball up court. That three-pointer is there all day, and we see it again as Florida State drains the three-point shot.
It's a long two there for the Seminoles, and we are going back and forth. So Florida State led for a while early. Gonzaga roared back, went on a huge run to take the lead. They were down 8 at one point. And won by Petrusev.
So Gledhill, that was officially a 2-point shot, that last one. My apologies.
That was. Petrusev will make a 3-point play now. And these teams have really heated up. They know what's on the line. They are playing hard. They're knocking down shots. It seems like both these teams are getting hot at this point.
Both these teams are really hot right now. Anyone's game still. Trying to look at the pass there, and no good. Petrusev with the rebound. Oh, and he turns it over as Florida State catches a break there, but he turns it over again. Man, this is chaos right now as Gonzaga. We will end the third quarter on that note. Gonzaga with a 2-point lead. Anyone's game. We'll be right back here in the Elite Eight.
So 49-47 our score. This has actually shaped out to be a pretty high-scoring game now. It didn't really look that way early on, but both these teams have heated up. They're both shooting really well today. And obviously those big guys are playing well. The point guards for both these teams making big passes. We saw a turnover there, a couple turnovers there at the end of the quarter. But there's Petrusev again, and one. He's going to go to the line. Gonzaga can push it to 5, which would be their largest lead of the game. And Petrusev, he's going to knock that down. So it's a 5-point game, and we're just starting the fourth quarter here, only 5 seconds in.
Florida State here, see what they do, how they respond. Still attacking the rim, I like it. They're baiting. They seem like they're baiting Gonzaga a lot with that driving to the hoop. Sometimes if someone's covered on the outside, then it seems like, and Petrusev slams it in there. If someone's covered on the outside, then they just drive to the hoop and slam it in. It seems like they have the open lane, so Gonzaga needs to make some adjustments there to make sure. A nice little move there. Slams it in again.
Both these teams just attacking the hole right now. We've seen some great inside action by both these teams.
That was a great move there by Florida State. Fakes one way, goes the other, and he has it all day as Petrusev again pump fakes. And, oh my goodness, a tough miss right there. You do not see Petrusev miss that many of those shots as Florida State catch another. Look, there it is again, slams it in. That's what I've been talking about, Gledhill, right there. If everyone's covered on the outside, they just attack the rim. If people are inside covering the rim, then it looks like they kick it out and get that wide open shot. As Petrusev slams it in. Wow, Florida State really does attack you at different ways. But Gonzaga still attacking, and able to draw a foul here from Florida State. Man, I am excited for this one. It is getting tense up in here as every free throw counts right there. Drains it in. 2 for 2 right here for Florida State.
And that's what you get. That's what you get when you attack the rim. You're going to get opportunities at the free throw line. Both these teams being very aggressive here. And there's another inside pass to Petrusev. That's all you got to do right there. You got to get it down to your best player and hope that he makes a play.
Just no answers for Petrusev inside. I want to see Gray get more involved on the defensive end. He's been doing good offensively, but certainly could do a little bit better against Petrusev. As Florida State with another shot right there. Both these teams, it seems like they've been scoring every possession on each other. As Gilder with a 3, no good.
How about this game, too? 1-point game with 3 minutes to go in the Elite Eight. This is March, baby.
This is March Madness indeed, Gledhill, as Florida State able to draw a foul there, and we get back on the inbounds. Double team there, kicks it out. Nice defense by Gonzaga here.
And if I'm not mistaken, those last 2 years these two teams have met, both the teams that won those 2 years won by double digits. Of course, Florida State winning 2 years ago, Gonzaga winning last year. And this one, though, looking a lot closer.
As we get a little break right here. Nice little pump fake there by Petrusev to respond to Florida State.
So 41 on the night for Petrusev. Already 11 in this quarter for Gonzaga. He has been attacking the rim, leading the charge for the Zags.
Just like Obi Toppin did against Oregon last night. Couldn't have no answers for him. And that shot gets blocked right there as Gonzaga has a chance right here.
I think that was Killian Tilly there on the inside there.
Man, this 1-point game, this might be another game that comes down. And if Petrusev draws the foul, this has the potential of a game to be whoever has the ball last is going to win this game.
And I don't know if I love that defensive look there for Florida State on that last possession there. You gotta have more guys in there to fend off Petrusev. It was just a one-on-one matchup, and more times than not, it seems like he's going to win that matchup, especially on a night like tonight, the way he's playing.
I've honestly been very surprised, Gledhill. Like I've said before, Gray is not matching up against Petrusev like I thought he would.
Yeah, we haven't seen Phil Petrusev go off this season like he has tonight. He's been very solid all season, of course, but tonight he's been on another level for the Zags.
And what a way to do it, and what time to do it as well. And looks like Florida State starting to get a little frustrated here as Petrusev.
Well, that was Petrusev with another block, and Gray came in and reached in, drew his third foul. So Gonzaga can push this back up to 5. Remember, 5 it would tie their largest lead of the game.
More of that from Gray needs to happen on Petrusev if they want to come back in this game, and they slam it in and one. Have a chance to tie it right here with 1 minute and 34 seconds left.
And that is Vassell there for the Seminoles. He's going to go to the line.
Vassell played outstanding last night against San Diego State, and coming up clutch here as Florida State has a chance to tie the game.
As we see, it looks like the quarter outlook here. Florida State led the charge to the first quarter, 16-11. Both teams picked it up and scored more points in the second quarter. Gonzaga's they've won the last 2 quarters. But of course, very, very close. You're 62-61, minute 34 to go. It is crunch time, clutch time here in Miami for March Madness, the Elite Eight. The winner advances to the Final Four.
Well, folks, if you're just joining us, don't turn that channel just yet because we could be possibly in for another quarter of action as this is anyone's game right now. Florida State tied up. Here we go.
And you got to start to hope as a basketball fan that you see another overtime game. We saw that in the late game last night between the Dayton Flyers and the Oregon Ducks, and we might just see that once again. Petrusev, though, he wants to end it right now.
he got Gray again. He's gotten him all night on that pump fake, and we'll show she's right here that Gray has no answers on the defensive end, but can still score there. Vessels kicks it out, and it is good. Tie game again. A minute 9 seconds left. As anybody's game. Oh my goodness, I am on the edge of my seat right now. I can't sit down. As Petrusev backing him down again. Nice little team help right there, and they put it in. Oh my goodness.
Trent Forrest got the last bucket for the Seminoles. There's Killian Tilly for Gonzaga. Here's Forrest. He's going to drive it in. Make a pass to MJ Walker, who's going to dish it out.
And trying to draw something here. Gray able to slam it in. Oh my goodness. Florida State not backing down with 41 seconds left. Anyone's game. Let's see if Gonzaga wastes some clock right here and try to get a late shot to put the pressure on Florida State. As they don't look like they're going to. They're trying to score right away. Gilder for three. It's good.
Well, it looked like they tried to get two men down there with Petrusev, but that left Gilder wide open on the wing, and of course he's going to knock that down. Just under 30 seconds to go here. This one
Florida
is
State.
Down to the wire.
Florida State moving the ball around, not panicking just yet, as Gray is going to take him himself. Tough shot. No good. Petrusev. They got a foul. Oh my, they got a foul at this point. They have to foul Gonzaga. Dagger! Oh my goodness! Couldn't even touch them, as that very well might do it with 7 seconds left. And the Seminoles would take the timeout.
What a shot by Corey Kispert. No fear for the Zags. He's going to step up from the corner. He misses it. All of a sudden, Florida State's got a shot with just a few seconds remaining to tie the game, but he hits it. What a shot there.
Man,
gutsy by the Zags.
Outstanding ball movement there by the Gonzaga Bulldogs to not only hang on, but just even take the late three to go up and pretty much make this game unreachable, as Florida State slams it in, but looks like they're going to have to start playing the foul game.
It's a 4-point game, so you got to hope for some free throw misses and then some if you're Florida State.
Absolutely phenomenal performance by this Gonzaga Bulldog team. And we'll see how Florida State responds here in the late seconds of the game, but surely they got to rely on free throw misses.
They're going to get
Gonzaga
it to
down the
Kispert.
court. Give
Kispert's
down
going to
the
go to the
court.
line. He just hit that big three.
Trying to put the dagger. Oh, no. That's good for Florida State, but he hits the second one. As Florida State will use their timeout again.
Their last one.
Last one. Had to use it at some point, as Gonzaga trying to hang on here with 6.5 seconds left. Has to shoot it. And no good. Gonzaga's going to move on to the Elite Eight. Torch up for the shot. Wouldn't even matter. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Gonzaga, Philip Petrusev, has carried this team to the Elite Eight. What
Final
a game.
four.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Final
four.
bound.
What a game.
Gonzaga will await the winner of Utah State.
And
Seton Hall. Utah State, almost a Cinderella team in this Sweet 16 there. They're going to take Seton Hall on later. Seton Hall obviously favorites in that.